Hello OCR students, with paper 1 just around the corner and then paper 2 not far long after that. This video is perfectly timed to make sure you're okay with the structure of both paper 1 and paper 2, but also you're okay with the key techniques that you're going to need to use, key advice for this paper, and time management as well. You want to make sure that paper 1 goes well so that you're not having to learn from paper 1 errors that you've made to rectify for paper 2. You want to be smashing paper 1 and then repeating exactly the same thing for paper 2. So your job is to make sure that you watch this video all the way to the end and you take on the key advice coming your way, that you make sure you know your papers absolutely inside out so you're ready to go when paper 1 comes along. Also note, guys, that this is one video of many already in my revision for 2025 exams playlist. Make sure you watch all the videos in there relevant to you, but also know that any more revision videos are going to go into that playlist. So subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Make sure you're notified when these videos come along. They're all absolute goldust for you. So let's get into it. Let's break down paper 1 and paper 2. Papers 1 and 2 will be broken down in exactly the same way. There'll be 3 sections, section A, B, and C. Starting with section A, you'll have a variety of short answer questions in section A. These are very easy questions. You might need to explain something or draw a diagram and explain something, maybe calculate something, define something, list something. These are very easy questions, purely testing your content knowledge. You want to be going through these questions very speedily, very confidently, and getting full marks on them, basically. If you're not getting full marks on them, if you're making errors, chances are there'll be silly mistakes, like you're not labeling a diagram fully, or you're missing out key parts of an explanation or something. So just make sure, you're speedy, make sure you're confident, but also make sure you're thorough. You're not dropping silly marks here. Section A will conclude with 2 short essays, an 8 marker and a 12 marker. And I know notoriously that OCR students really don't like the 8 and the 12 marker for 2 main reasons. First of all, they struggle with structure. Often I get told structure is difficult and also content is difficult. Let me guide you with both. When it comes to structure, I recommend the same structure for both essays. Doesn't matter that one is worth 8 marks, one is worth 12. Use the same structure of 2 analysis paragraphs and 1 detailed depends on evaluation paragraph to finish. So it's 3 paragraphs in total. They're all going to be detailed, but use the same structure, 2 analysis and 1 depends on evaluation paragraph. When it comes to content, don't worry if you read the questions, right, and you have no idea what you're going to write in them. It's kind of the point of the 8 and the 12 marker, which is that you shouldn't really know what to say without reading the extracts. They want you from the question to go and dive into the extracts, the stimulus material, and for your points to be driven by what's in the extracts. That's what you should do. Read the question first and then go straight to the extracts and try and see what points can you derive from the extracts to then write your paragraphs in your essay. So use the extracts to drive your points. You then add the economic theory to have the detailed paragraph in the end. So that's your 2 analysis paragraphs. Let the points come from the extracts. Even your depends on evaluation paragraph, let that point come from the extracts as well. In terms of time management, section A, you're looking at 40 minutes overall. And then it's 40 minutes for each of the 2 25 markers coming in section B and section C. Let's go there next. Section B and section C will have 2 25 markers in each section. You need to pick 1 out of those 2 in each section. And the first thing to get right is how you're choosing your 25 marker. Don't just look at the question and think, oh, it's my favorite topic, or oh, I like the look of that. You need to choose based on which essay you can write in the most detail, because it's detail in analysis, in evaluation, in final judgment that's going to score you the highest marks. Not just a question you think you like the look of, it's detail. So really take your time, read both questions in each section very carefully and choose the question you can write in the most detail. That's how to choose. Then it's a case of being very confident with your essay structure. At this point, you should have a structure in mind that you know works, that you're very confident with, that you know you can write in 40 minutes. And within that 40 minutes, you need to leave at least 5 minutes of that time for that final judgment paragraph. OCR weight up that final judgment quite considerably. So be okay with your structure and know you can do it in 40 minutes. And then my last piece of advice at this stage is to make sure that you're doing 2 things with these 25 markers. You need to be writing a couple within time conditions to make sure your structure works, to make sure you can write the full detail, to make sure you can do all these paragraphs within 40 minutes. But once you know you can do that, your time management is working, your detail is working, go to essay planning. Essay planning is far more efficient than essay writing. You can get through a wide variety of essays, 25 markers, by planning them. But within your plans, you're still going to be using all the same techniques that you're going to be writing in, but it's not going to take you as long, right, as writing the full essay. And that way you'll get through a wide variety of them, more topic areas of 25 markers you'll be able to cover as well. That's the way to know that, yeah, you're fine with 25 markers, and when they come along in paper 1 and paper 2, you can smash them out the park. So there you have it, guys, a breakdown of paper 1 and paper 2 for you. You want to make sure that you've taken in all this advice, you know the techniques to write in, you know the structures perfectly, you know the time management perfectly, so that when paper 1 comes along, you can smash it. We don't need to learn from errors in paper 1 to then rectify for paper 2. No, paper 1 and paper 2 are going to be brilliant. And also know that this is one video of many in my revision for 2025 exams playlist. Watch them all in there and subscribe to the channel so that new videos that will be uploaded in that playlist, you're aware when they are uploaded, you watch them straight away. So thanks for watching this video, guys. Make those revision gains. Can't wait to see you in future forthcoming videos.